Hello everybody, and welcome to the blog. My name is Daniel, and today we'll be talking about the rise of smooth and the fall of rhythm. Get it? The rise of smooth and the fall of it. I'm so funny. At any given competition in the Northeast Circuit, which is where I compete, anyone can see that the American styles have tended to be a little bit underrepresented as compared to the international styles. Latin and Standard tend to have these massive hordes of people, especially in the syllabus levels, bronze all the way through gold, and the American styles tend to be not quite as popular. That's a generalization, but more often than not it tends to be true. Now, in the past few years, smooth has been on the upswing. If you look at the registration from one of my favorite competitions, MIT, over the past 4 years, you'll notice that registration numbers are increasing, and you know, math nerd, I really do need to put some figures in here, so let's look at the numbers. In 2010, there were 20 registered in Open Smooth. In 2011, 17, so slight dip, but 2012 was the first time that they split the Open style of Smooth into Pre-Champ and Champ. There were 19 registered in Pre-Champ and 10 in Champ in 2012, and 13 registered in Pre-Champ in 2013 against 10 in Champ. And in 2013, there was actually no overlap in the finals between Pre-Champ and Champ, so there were quite a lot of people vying in different levels, and I think that's kind of awesome. What accounts for the popularity of Smooth? There are a lot of different factors I think that come into play, but most of all, Smooth is just fun. It's the best of Standard and Latin put together, and also there are a lot of really great pros that are representing the style right now, which isn't to say that the pros of the early 2000s and 1990s weren't amazing. It's just that now, in the age of YouTube, it's ever so much easier to keep up with the latest trends among the pros and amongst the high-ranking amateurs, so that it's really easy to watch a YouTube video, see what's possible in the style, and get really psyched up about it. I know that's how I'm getting into it, and I'm really excited. For example, Paradigm DVD just posted a video of the finals of the 2013 Emerald Ball Championships, and the Smooth final was amazing. Just absolutely phenomenal. I'll put a link to that down in the video below. The American rhythm style, however, has not been experiencing the same upsurge, and a fellow ballroom dancer, Cray, has mocked this up in a handy little chart that I'm going to put right here. Ouch. Not untrue, but ouch. It really comes down to one major factor, in my opinion, and that is that rhythm as a style is a little bit murky. You talk to any two couples competing in high-level amateur or professional level rhythm about what is rhythm, what is correct rhythm technique, and you're going to get two wildly different answers, I can almost assure you. So the murkiness of rhythm has contributed to this perception of rhythm as a sort of bootleg Latin, so that people just tend to import their Latin routines, fan and hockey stick and all, and get lazy with their technique, call it rhythm, and call it a day. This absolutely breaks my heart. I was raised as a rhythm and smooth dancer. In fact, I was a rhythm dancer long before I was an open-level smooth dancer. I started off with the College of the Holy Cross in my senior year, and all they do is American style. There are Arthur Murray affiliates who coached the team, and the team only competed in rhythm and smooth. Then I went to NYU the following year, and that's when I started learning about Latin, Standard, and all of these differences between the four styles. But my claim to fame on the NYU team was that I knew these American styles, and they're near and dear to my heart, and I tried my best to represent them to the best of my ability. When I think about a rhythm, I think about down and dirty. I think about in the club. I think about a real connection with your partner, and I think about tricks, and I think about constant body motion. I mean, it's right there in the name of the style. Rhythm, about using the entire body and getting into those dances. Cha-cha, rumba, swing, bolero, and mambo are all so much freaking fun. So for all of us that love rhythm and want to see it grow the same way that Smooth has been growing, what can we do? I mean, there are really two things that are within our power. One is to stay true to the roots of the dance and the style. So when we're talking about swing. We're talking about really grungy action against the floor. We're talking about that Cuban motion. We're not talking about getting the knees tucked up against the chest or anything like that. When we're talking about bolero, we're talking about an elevation above the standing leg. We're not talking about straight legs as in international style rumba. And number two, essentially by staying true to the roots of the dance and to the style, we need to inspire more dancers to get into the style and learn for themselves what they think rhythm is and put their interpretation out there on the floor. I think the most exciting finals are the ones that are against two or three or four or five or six wildly different styles on the floor, and it's a matter of choosing which style you like the best as opposed to who is technically better than anyone else. Which is why I think Ricardo and Yulia versus Joanna and Michael at the highest ranks of pro is very, very interesting. You have the athleticism of Michael and Joanna against the connection, the partnering, and the basics of Ricardo and Yulia. And it's really a matter of taste. It's not really a matter of who is better than the other. My proudest accomplishment to date is looking at the NYU team and seeing how many couples are working their ways up into the gold and open ranks, and how many couples that my partners and I have helped along the way. All we can do is, as I've said in many, many other videos, is put our best dancing forward. And not only in terms of competition, hoping that the judges see it and mark it well, but also looking at the folks who are looking up to you and trying to inspire them to try something different, to try something new, not to simply take their fans and hockey sticks and give it bed leg technique. This was a bit of a rant. I apologize. I just saw Cloud's image on his blog, which I will be putting a link to down below. He also has a Ballroom channel, so, or not a Ballroom channel, oh yeah, Ballroom channel, a YouTube channel that I'm going to put in an annotation right here. Click on my computer if you want to take a look at that. And make sure to subscribe to him as well. Read his blogs. He's great. But I just felt that I needed to get this off my chest. We need to see rhythm grow. The same way that Smooth has been growing, and I want to see it happen. We're gonna make it happen, guys. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen, guys. In any case, thank you for watching, as always. If you haven't taken a look yet at my Judges Marks video, make sure to click on my computer again to take a look at that. Make sure to subscribe, make sure to comment, like if you liked it, and until the next time, bye! When I think about rhythm, I think about down and dirty. I think... Ugh.